we got them. We got doubled up right now. Go.
Nice.
That's the way to start right there, baby. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So it is Friday and we are on our way to the Florida Keys. Yeah, marathon. We're gonna make the drive down there right now, just like we did last year about the same time, and hopefully get to fish, get offshore, do some inshore fishing as well. The weather this year looks completely different than it was last year, so I'm not really optimistic that we're going to be able to get really far offshore and fish for Mahi and Tuna and things like that I wanted to. So we may be just fishing for tarpon, snook, yellowtail snapper, but whatever. We're still gonna
make the best of it. We have a pool and a blender, so
yeah,
right?
we have a pool and a blender. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. We got some friends coming down there to meet us as well.
We have Neelan with us.
We got Neelan with us.
He's excited. He gets to go.
He is really excited, and yeah, the weather's a lot different than it was even last year when we left this time. Last year there was some really bad storms here in Panama City before we left. Now it's beautiful skies, it's hot. It's going to be really hot down in the Keys, but it's going to be potentially raining and thunderstorming every single day, which is not uncommon. We'll just kind of work around that. So anyway, we've got 715 miles or so to go. We're going to make one stop tonight in Central Florida, get up early in the morning and cruise on in, and hopefully get there at a decent hour this year compared to last year. So we'll see you guys. Our next stop back in the Keys.
Stay tuned.
So it is now Saturday. We've made it down here to the Florida Keys. We're actually in Isla Mirada right now. We're stopping to eat lunch here at Wahoo's. We just crossed over the bridge here. We've only got about 45 minutes or so before we get into Marathon. We've got plenty of time. We had a really easy trip this time, especially compared to last year. We actually took the scenic route, came through the Everglades, took 41 through Big Cypress there. That was so much easier. I know a lot of people come down and they take the turnpike, and we just wanted to avoid all that traffic and the headache that is associated with pulling a boat trailer through Miami and through Fort Lauderdale and Homestead and all that. So we just took 75 all the way down, came out there in Naples and cut across 41 there right through the Everglades, and it was so much easier this time. I'm not stressed out at all right now. So it's actually early. It's right at 12 o'clock.
Yep.
So we can't even check in for another 3 hours.
Yep.
So we've got plenty of time. We're gonna stop here, eat some lunch, and then we'll make our way over into Marathon, drop the boat in the water, get everything unloaded, and then
sprinkling
see what we can do.
A little bit right now. So hopefully that clears out.
Yeah, it's the weather. The weather is like I told you yesterday. We're gonna have some weather challenges this week, I believe, particularly with the rain and the wind. But I think we'll be able to do something. And anyway, all right, guys, we'll see you in a little bit. Hey, good morning everybody. So we are getting ready to make our first trip out right now. It is Sunday morning, Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. And we've got a pretty decent place here that we're staying this week in Marathon. Really like the tiki hut and the pool here. Last year we did not have a pool, and this year we're really looking forward to when we get back from fishing after a hot day. It's really humid down here, jumping in that pool. So what we're going to do today is go on the bay side here in Florida Bay, which is right out there, and we're going to try to do some mangrove snapper fishing, maybe some grouper. We've got a technique that we've been reading about. We haven't done this yet, but we're really going to go probably 8 to 10 miles offshore or out into the bay and find some white sandy spots, and we're going to chum those areas up and see what we can catch. So we'll take you guys along for the ride and check back with you in a little bit. As we made our way out into Florida Bay, we began looking for light-colored spots in the grass. On bright sunny days, this is very obvious, but you can still make out these areas during overcast conditions like we had. Some spots are fairly small while others are quite large. It's worth a stop at any that you come across, in my opinion. We found that they were all loaded with fish. Once we got the chum back out, it wasn't long before we were bringing in mangrove snapper. Most were under the 10-inch minimum size limit, but there were plenty of keepers mixed in. I hooked this grouper shortly after we began fishing, so I changed our tactic to try to target more of these, and it paid off.
Get him up, that's a grouper.
Yeah, a grouper.
Nice.
Oh no, it's a red grouper.
Oh, we can do that.
20 inches, and that's going in the box. Hold on.
Yeah!
Yeah, that would be fun.
There's that net. Oh, he's so close. Oh, After throwing the last one back at 19 3/4 inches, Elizabeth decided to try a spot at the front of the boat while we were fishing out of the back. She was using a large chunk of ballyhoo and 30-pound test fluorocarbon. It was close, but this one made it into the ice. So we had a really good day out there today, as far as we're concerned. So you can see here we got nice red grouper, we got some mangrove snapper, and we caught a ton of little mangrove snapper. But we were able to get several here that were a little bit over 10 inches, which is all I need to be here. And I'm going to tell you, the mangrove snapper are really the best eating fish. Everybody likes grouper, but if you haven't had mangrove snapper before, especially fresh, you need to give it a try, because it is one of the best tasting fish out there. And I actually did a little questionnaire on a post a couple weeks ago, and put up some mangrove snapper with red snapper, and to see who liked which one the best, and everybody said mangrove snapper. So if you haven't caught mangrove snapper before, give it a shot. It was a lot of fun. You saw how we did it in the video. We really just found some white sandy or rocky spots in the grass, and we put our chum bag out and free lined some cut up ballyhoo, fresh ballyhoo this morning that we got, and man, it was on all day long. We caught so many mangrove snapper today. We probably caught at least 100, and we could have caught more, but We ended up with a couple here that we can keep. We're going to eat these probably some tonight. We're also going to have some grouper tonight, fresh red grouper. We actually caught 2 grouper. You saw that one that our buddy Wesley caught. It was 19 3/4. They've got to be 20 inches here to keep. So it was almost went into the ice, but we didn't want to chance anything.
I brought it home though.
Yeah, but nonetheless of it, she really outdid us all today. She was fishing on the front of the boat on a rocky spot that was actually in front of the boat. We were fishing out in the back with a chum bag, and she said, I'm going to go up front with this bigger rod and bigger bait. And sure enough, she hooked up with this red grouper. We got it, and this is going to be awesome for dinner. So this is this is day 1 of our trip here for the week here in the Keys. So we really kicked it off really nice. We weren't sure what we were going to get into today with the weather, and man, we came home with some fish here. So
by the way, I said I'm going to catch the big fish today. I like catching big fish.
Yeah.
You know,
She didn't want to fool with the
I didn't want to fool with the little fish they were
mangrove
catching
snapper
in the back. So I said, let me go up front and catch us a grouper.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yep. And that's what happened. So
That's what happened.
here we are. We're going to clean these up, and we're going to try to get tomorrow. We're not sure exactly what the weather's going to be tomorrow, but we may actually try to get out on the Atlantic side and do some trolling for Mahi, hopefully some wahoo as well. We're going to see in the morning.
The sun came out finally. It is beautiful now. We're going to try to catch the sunset if we can after dinner. It was cloudy most of the day, but now it's just gorgeous. So he has freckles. Look at those little freckles on his face right here.
Yeah.
Interesting. White meat right there. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
This is just a boater's paradise here. Look at this. Just everywhere you look, everyone's got a boat. I don't think you can not be happy and be in the Keys, by the way.
Well, if it's raining and cold.
I think I could still be happy in the Keys.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Nice.
is a nice slab of meat right there.
Yeah.
buddy. Take it. On Monday, the wind started blowing and it didn't stop all week. This isn't all that unusual for the Keys, so you need to have a backup plan if you don't have a boat large enough to feel comfortable or safe in rough seas. Most days, Atlantic seas were anywhere from 3 to 7 feet, and small craft advisories were in effect.
The forecast for the lower and middle Keys, including Key West and Marathon. The primary hazards will be lightning strikes and locally gusty winds. Nearshore waters rough. Wind east 17 knots gusting to 21.
There are plenty of places to get out of the wind and into the backcountry, but we were able to make it back into Florida Bay and caught plenty of mangrove snapper throughout the week. We were also able to catch them in the evenings close to where we were staying, along with several of our neighbors who ended up doing the same thing. Each night, we added more mangrove snapper to our supply of fresh fish. All right, good morning everybody. So it is Friday. This is our last official day we can fish here in the Florida Keys. And let me tell you, it's been a tough week. The wind has been blowing every single day, 15 to 25 miles an hour, mostly 20 to 25 when you get out there from the east. So really the only fishing that we've been able to do this week is go out in Florida Bay and hit those areas about 8 to 10 miles offshore, try to catch some mangrove snapper, which we've done. We've caught quite a bit of mangrove snapper. Doesn't make for great video, so you didn't see a lot of that on this video this time around, but we did catch quite a bit of mangrove snapper. We caught some red grouper on that first day that you saw. So really it was Sunday was our best fishing day, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was just terrible. Where really all we could do was either troll around here near the house that we're staying at and catch mangrove snapper, or see if we can get out there on the base on the bay side. So today it's Friday. We've got a little bit lighter winds, but more importantly, the seas are only supposed to be 2 feet on the Atlantic side, which gives us an opportunity to make an attempt. We tried yesterday. They were more like 3 to 4. We got out there and we just turned around after about 2 miles and said, we're not doing this. So today we're going to try to get out there first thing, get into about 500 to 600 foot of water, which is roughly 8 to 10 miles out of Baca Cut here. Try to troll around for some mahi if we see some weed lines, and then we're going to come back in and do some yellowtail snapper fishing. So it's really the only time we've been able to do this entire week. Really messed our plans up because we wanted to get back offshore like we did last year every single day. Weather did not cooperate this week, and I'm sure any of you watching this video, you've come down to the Keys to fish, you've experienced that same thing where the wind's blowing and it just does not stop, and you're really you have to just fish here in protected areas to get out of the wind. So we're going to keep trying today. Hopefully we'll have a good day and get a different species of fish other than mangrove snapper, and hopefully the weather will cooperate like some of my apps are showing. I'm using buoy weather. It seems to be a little bit more accurate than really I guess the NOAA forecast. I think that one's so broad spread. This one, the buoy weather, you can dial into a specific location and it'll show you exactly what the conditions are supposed to be. And it's been pretty accurate. I've used it in Panama City. So we're going to trust that one today. Hopefully it's right. Hopefully the seas are only 2 feet, which is manageable. Now with the east wind at 14 to 16 knots or so is what it's saying, it might make us get a little bit wet. But 2 feet is definitely better than 4 feet when you're in this 2400 Pathfinder. So we're going to test it today. We'll send some video or show you some video of that, how it handles these 2 foot seas out on the Atlantic side here in Marathon, and hopefully we'll bring back some fish and share a video with you.
Note, seas are given as significant wave heights, which is the average height of the highest 1/3 of the waves. Individual waves may be more than twice the significant wave heights.
We tried some yellowtail snapper fishing on the patch reefs, but we're only catching small yellowtails, so we trolled out to the 600 foot line and seas were 2 to 4 feet with occasional larger rollers while the wind was 10 to 15 knots. In hindsight, it was out of our comfort zone for a 24 foot boat, but we took it slow and steady and were rewarded with a few nice fish. For those of you wondering, the Pathfinder handled the conditions and we never felt in danger, although it was difficult to keep your balance in these conditions in a boat that size. Here, hold on, let me get this line in. Come on. Good Mahi right there. Yeah, you did. Take it out of gear, hon.
Beautiful.
Over here.
Oh my God.
He is freaking beautiful.
Not too much, not too much, not too much. Watch out, bro. Watch out, watch out. He's gonna fly over here.
There we go.
Nice.
All right. That's success right there.
All right, there you go. go.
Nice.
Okay.
Is he off? Oh, he was on. All right, we got him. We got doubled up right now. I don't think so. One of y'all gonna have to get up. There you go. Come over here. She can't get up. Go on the other side of her. Come on, come on, come on. Right over here. Right over here, Wesley. Watch it. What? You're gonna have to step over this rod.
Step on my toes.
Don't. Has it jumped at all? What you got? I think this is a tuna. We got one blackfin. Oh, that's a big fish. Whatever this is. Can't get it anymore?
No.
Okay.
Where's the leader? Right there, baby.
Oh, that's a skipjack.
Oh.
It's alright. That thing.
Yeah. Wow.
That thing flies up.
Yeah.
Look at the blue on that thing.
Yeah. Almost looks like a bonita.
That's a blackfin.
Yeah.
That's a, I think that's a skipjack.
All right.
Is it on?
Skipjack.
We're out here at 600 feet.
6'11".
6'11". We found some birds out here finally. We got a nice mahi in the boat. We got, looks to be a skipjack. We got a blackfin.
Yeah.
And this is our last day, of course.
Yeah.
We got to get back. We're going to start trolling back in now, but that's a nice way to end it right there. Appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys next time here on Real 850.